Hi guys, and welcome to Intersession 2018. My name is Brianna Kuhn and I will be your instructor for this very fast accelerated 4-week course. So I'm excited to get started. So please watch this video in its entirety. I'm going to be talking a little bit about the syllabus and how to navigate through our course. So let's jump right in here. As you can see, I'm already on Blackboard under the Assignments tab. So once this video is completed, you will see the video right here under the welcome sign. So what I've done is I've gone to the syllabus tab and I have already opened the syllabus. So you just click on it and it opens right here as a new tab as a PDF. Okay, so let's get started here. So my name is Brianna Kuhn. Like I mentioned, our class meets completely online. Here is my email right here. This is the best way to get into contact with me. And I will pause just for a second because yes, you can click on that if you have your email kind of working that way. You can also go to Blackboard and email Prof. Kuhn, all instructor users, and then notice my email is already there. Type your subject and your email and hit submit, which is right here. Okay, so that's another way you can do it if you don't remember what my email is, or if you want to make sure that everything's spelled correctly in my email, you could just do it through Blackboard. So that's one way to do it as well. You can email me for office hours. I might meet you online. If I'm in the area, I might be able to meet you on campus at Mesa. So just, email me and we could figure something out. I am teaching 2 sections this semester, so both the section numbers are listed there. Please note the important deadlines. You guys have until the 4th to add or drop the class. You have until the 8th to drop with a refund. The 12th is the withdrawal deadline. After the 12th, if you stop, attending the class, your grade will turn into an F. So be sure to drop before the 12th if you're planning on doing so. And the 8th is the pass, no pass option. Okay. So I'm not going to cover everything in the syllabus. However, you should read the whole syllabus because there is a quiz in your first folder on Blackboard. So be sure to read this whole thing. But I'm just going to highlight some things that we need right away for this video. So we do have one textbook for this class. It is the Call to Write. I have given you the ISBN numbers. Now, I have provided the very first reading on Blackboard for you, but that will only take you through January 3rd, I believe. So let me just double check that. Okay, this is taking a while. Okay, so yeah, the reading that I have on Blackboard will only get you through January 3rd, so you will need the book before January 7th. There is a reading due on Sunday the 7th. But I have provided the first one for you. So we can come back to our syllabus here. You can get either edition of the book. Please note that all the page numbers on the syllabus correspond to the 5th edition. Okay, so if you have the 6th edition, what you'll have to do is just look in the table of contents to find the chapter title. So just, pay attention to the chapter titles, and that's the one you need to read for that given week. But the 6th edition will work as well. The 5th, however, is much cheaper. So, whatever you want is totally fine. All right, so we can keep going here. Now the course organization, this is really important. So I just want to read this and then I'll show you Blackboard. So this course will be divided into bi-weekly content folders. Each folder will contain all the lecture materials, handouts, videos, assignments, quizzes, and submission links for the week. Each folder will only become available the day the previous folder's assignments are due. This is not a self-paced class. Each week you have 2 deadlines. You will complete one folder's assignments each Wednesday and another folder's assignments each Sunday, with the exception of the final folder, which is due Friday, January 26th, which is the last day of our class. And then your responses to your peers' discussion boards are due Thursdays. Okay, so this is kind of a mouthful, so let me show you what this looks like on Blackboard. I promise it's not complicated. Okay, so under the assignments tab, right, this is basically where the only tab you're going to need for the whole semester. So assignments, notice that I have all of the folders done for the semester, but you will not be able to see them until they become available. So if you notice here, the first one will become available January 1st at 7. The second one will become available January 3rd at 7, which is the day this one's due. The day this one is due, this one will become available at 7. Now, You don't really have to keep track of when they'll be available. It'll just happen automatically. But just so you know, every folder will be available at 7 a.m. the same day the previous folder is due. Okay, so that's when you can kind of see the new assignments. So if we click on our first folder here, due Wednesday, January 3rd, everything in this folder is due Wednesday, January 3rd. Okay, so once you have this open, you will see a list of tasks. Okay, so they're always going to be numbered right here. And then what comes after that is all the tasks in that same order. Okay, so for example, task number 1 says read the syllabus and complete quiz 1 syllabus. And then the first task listed right here is quiz 1 syllabus. So to complete it, all you have to do is click on it. It opens in a new tab. And then at the bottom right hand corner, you'll see a button that says begin. Okay, which is right here. All right, and then you just begin, and it says you have 45 minutes, and that's it. Okay, so once you complete that, that is task 1. Remember, I just said that I am providing the first reading for you, so the proposals reading is right here. Be patient because it's a big file, so it will eventually open. Just give it a minute. Browse 60 social issue ads right here. This is just a website. Return to the paper resources tab. So I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but after you're done watching this video, I want you to go to the paper resources tab and watch the prompt videos, okay? It'll tell you everything you need to know about the prompts for this whole semester. So you'll watch that right now, but then as you go through, you can return to that video to watch the segment on the specific prompt that we're working on. Okay, so here's the proposal prompt right here. And then, like I said, if you go to paper resources, you will see this page here when you click on paper resources. And then I have an intro to the projects, the proposal, profile, fact sheet, and commentaries. So it'll tell you where in the video to watch each segment. So like I said, as each one of these becomes assigned every week in your task list, you can return to this and just watch that segment in the video. Okay, so we can go back to the assignments tab where we were before. Okay, and then we can go back into our folder where we just were. Okay, so that was simply returning to the paper resources and watching the prompt. I'm always going to give you 2 samples. So once you read the prompt here and watch the segment on the proposal, there's an outline here, there's 2 samples, and then there's your rough draft discussion board, okay? So everything that you see in this folder is due Wednesday, January 3rd. But it does say your peer critiques are always due Thursdays, okay? So even though the folder is due Wednesday, January 3rd, your responses to your peers discussion board here is going to be due on Thursday. Every Thursday, that's going to be the same. So we can kind of see this in the schedule. If we scroll all the way down to the schedule, you can see here excuse me, everything is kind of cross-referenced. So you can see Wednesday, January 3rd, the syllabus quiz, the proposal rough draft, responses to your peers due Thursday. Same thing the following Wednesday. Rough draft and peer responses due Thursday. Okay, so this is the schedule here. So it says each day is the due date for the readings and tasks. DB stands for discussion boards. Original posts are due Wednesdays. Responses to peers are due Thursdays. Discussion boards are always going to be the rough drafts of your projects, and you will get peer feedback. CTW refers to the call to write textbook. Okay, so like I said, in January 3rd, you need to read CTW chapter 10, which is also on Blackboard, but then after that, it's all going to be in your textbook, chapter 7 here for Sunday. So for the first column, this is the week that we're in, okay, and there's two rows for each week because there's 2 folders due every week, so Wednesday and Sunday. And then within the third box here, this is everything due for that day, and then on the right, this is everything that we're covering. Okay, so you can kind of see all the way to the end of the semester. Okay, so we can go back up where we were before. So that was course organization. Again, everything that you need is under the assignments tab, and you just click on the folder that you're in for that given day. And if we keep going, your grades are listed here with the rubric. It goes into a little bit about the projects, homework, quizzes. You do get a revision, okay, so make sure you read the revision policy. There is a question on the syllabus quiz on this. Please note my policy about emails. safe assign, okay, late work. There's resources for success. I have a little bit about myself, my teaching philosophy, and a little bit about who I am. And then, like I mentioned, the schedule. So that's kind of the ins and outs of the syllabus and essentially our class. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to email me, and I look forward to having a fabulous 4 weeks with you all.